Hi, it's Elizabeth, and today I am doing my haul for the Whale of a Sale book sale that's going on in my library district a couple times a year. They have a massive book sale, and I also just want to apologize for my complete lack of videos. It has been a crazy month for me. I've been working for the first time in 5 months. I already quit my job at the bakery because it was just too hard on my back. This shoulder is a little wonky, and I just couldn't do it. Yeah, other than that, library job is pretty awesome. I really love it. Everyone is really awesome and helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna get into this haul. I got 11 books and it cost me a total of $20. Hardbacks are $2.50 and paperbacks are $1. So that's pretty much the same price. Actually, that's exactly the same price as Goodwill. So that's awesome. So I'm going to show you guys hardback first, and then I'll show you paperbacks. The first book that I got, or I guess that I'm going to show you, is The Zookeeper's Wife by Diane Ackerman. This wasn't really recommended to me directly, but I overheard my supervisor having a conversation with someone about this book, and they both really loved this book. They were really excited to see the movie. I don't know when the movie came out, or if it's not even out yet, but it is a war story. I'm assuming it's World War II. Yep, Nazis. So yeah, I heard really great things about this from my coworkers. So when I saw this there, I was pretty excited and looking forward to reading this so I can join in on the conversation, because they talk about it like almost every day. Next, this one I'm actually incredibly excited about. I almost pre-ordered it, but that is Bellman in Black by Diane Setterfield. 2 Dianes in a row, didn't even notice that. Yeah, anyway, this is the same author who wrote The 13th Tale, which I read in March, I think. From what I can gather from the book jacket, it's about a boy who kills a bird, and the bird is later reincarnated as a human and kind of comes into his life as an adult. So that sounds really interesting. The next 4, they all have library binding on them, but in a video coming soon, I will show you guys how to remove library binding. This is Night Film by, who is it? Marisha Pessel. This is a murder mystery. I've heard a lot of awesome things about it, but there are like websites and like newspaper articles and all kinds of different stuff in here. That should be really interesting. Next, I think I'm pretty lucky to have found this, but it's Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. This was $2.50. $2.50 for Dr. Sleep! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! So I'm probably gonna have to read The Shining now. Like, starting whenever I finish the book I'm reading now. So I can read this, but I'm happy. Like, I really wanted this since I heard that it was coming out, but I just couldn't justify spending the amount that they want for it. I mean, look at this. Full price is $30. I don't know, but this was the only one that I saw there, so it might have been the last one. So yeah. Happy day. I don't know if it will focus on this. But this Lucky Day sticker, in our libraries we have like new items, some are set aside as lucky day, and basically that means that they are not put on hold. Even new books that have like 100 holds on them, you could walk into the library and it could be right there. Like I know we've had a copy of The One a couple times, and there's like 130 holds on it. It is my lucky day. Next is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I've heard people compare this to Harry Potter in the kind of the scope and the scale of it. It's about a kind of magical realm, I guess. There's like this really complicated chart in the front about like all the different kinds of magical people and what they can do and what they're called and stuff like that. I've heard mixed reviews on this. I think Lena, Just Kiss My Frog, didn't like it, but I've heard other people who did like it. So I'm just going to read it and decide for myself. But yeah. My last hardcover is The Cuckoo's Calling by J.K. Rowling, slash Robert Galbraith, or whatever. Honestly, I think it's kind of silly that she is continuing to use this name, even though we now know that it's her. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm kind of picking this up for two reasons. One is J.K. Rowling, and two, it's a mystery. And I've really kind of been getting into contemporary mysteries. And by contemporary, I mean like recent, not realism. But yeah, there were a ton of copies of this there. I saw at least 8. Yeah, and like, because like the first table I was at, I saw 2 of them, and one of them had like a block of pages that was coming out, and then another one, like the spine was kind of sad. I was like, oh, well, I figured I had to choose which one was just less damaged, but then the next table had like 6 more copies on it, and this one is pretty much perfect, so that's really exciting. Yeah. And then on to the paperbacks. These were all $1. First one that I have on my little pile here is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I've just really been wanting to read an Agatha Christie novel, and this one is in almost perfect condition. A lot of the trade paperbacks or mass market paperbacks at our library, like even the kind of new ones, are really beat up and ugly. And this one is not from our library. This is one that somebody donated. There's no library binding on it. But yeah, it's almost in perfect condition. The spine is not broken at all, so. And this is one that I've actually heard of. They had a ton of other Agatha Christie novels at the book sale, but they weren't ones that I had heard of before, and I wanted to start with one that I'd heard of. So yeah, I saw this one and decided to grab it. Next is Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. This is the movie cover, but that really doesn't bother me. I mean, it's Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. They're adorable. So yeah. I have this in an ebook, but like I've said 100 times, I hate ebooks. And I've been looking for this at Goodwill's and other used bookstores, but nobody really seems to have it. So yeah, I was really excited to finally find a physical copy of this that wasn't full price. It was only $1. I mean, the corners are kind of beat up, but that's okay. Next is Beautiful Ruins by Jess Walter. I was mostly drawn to this by the cover in another store, and then I read the synopsis and it sounded really interesting, but they only had a new copy, which was like full price, or like the most beat up shitty copy that I've seen of a book this new in a long time. So yeah, I had to pass on that. And then I checked it out from the library yesterday, and then I found the paperback at the sale today. So yeah, I'm just gonna read the synopsis on the back because it's kind of, I don't know. Okay, from the moment it opens on a rocky patch of Italian coastline circa 1962, when a daydreaming young innkeeper looks out over the water and spies a mysterious woman approaching him on a boat, Jess Walter's Beautiful Ruins is a dazzling yet deeply human roller coaster of a novel. From the lavish set of Cleopatra to the shabby revelry of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, to the backlots of contemporary Hollywood, Beautiful Ruins is glamorously inventive and constantly surprising. A story of flawed yet fascinating people navigating the rocky shores of their lives while clinging to their improbable dreams. This quote right here, it says a literary miracle, and that's from NPR. And I'm really into like the books that I enjoy the most are ones that are really literary, really well written, character study kind of based. Yeah, so this sounded like something that I would want to write. And it has also gotten really good reviews. I think I saw a review for it in Entertainment Weekly magazine. Yeah, and I usually agree with them about books, so yeah. Next is This One Is Mine by Maria Semple. It's the author of Where'd You Go, Bernadette? I'm just going to read you guys the last paragraph of the synopsis because I think that describes the book a lot better than I could. Maria Semple writes with comic brilliance in this smart, compassionate, wickedly funny take on our need for more and the sometimes disastrous choices we make in the name of happiness. Yeah, and the story that I wrote for my fiction workshop last semester, it was about a woman who doinks her ex while her husband's out of town, even though she, like, her ex treated her horribly, even though she, like, really loves her husband. So this kind of reminds me of my own story. When I'm not writing about serial killers, I tend to, I don't know why, but I tend to write about failing relationships, and failing marriages, and, yeah, stuff like that. So, this is right up my alley. The next one, which I am super, super, super excited about, is It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Zizzini. This is like $5, I think, on Amazon, and I was about to just get it on Amazon, and then I saw it at the book sale. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that it lasted that long at the sale, honestly, because it's a really well-known book, and it's in pretty good condition, so I don't know how it was still there, but it was, and now it's mine, so yeah. That was my haul. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of these and what you thought, without spoilers, of course. Yeah, stay tuned for my video about how to remove library binding. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.